guys, that's a wrap.
Wait! Don't you want to see my
Moonwalk!
Mail call for Mr. Krabs.
What's this? More junk mail.
Let me guess. 3 tickets to Neptune's Paradise. Why don't you give them to moron back there for being Employee of the Year?
SpongeBob?
Yes, Mr. Krabs.
Here's 2 free... I mean, very valuable tickets to Neptune's Paradise.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Krabs. You must have spent a fortune on these. Let me tell Patrick. Thanks again.
I know I am, but what are you?
Hey, Patrick.
SpongeBob?
Patrick!
SpongeBob?
Patrick!
SpongeBob?
I'm behind you, Patrick.
Hey, SpongeBob!
Mr. Krabs gave us 2 free tickets to Neptune's Paradise.
Neptune's Paradise?
You go home and get ready, and we'll meet up later after work.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Air Kitty. Okay, so as promised, I am starting a new SpongeBob game. I can't tell right now if this is a treat or not. I did try recording this previously and it didn't work out because we're gonna blame it on Jeffrey. Jeffrey ruined my recording. Nah, I'm using my phone, so he called and I wasn't able to record anything else and stopped the recording. Sorry, it's still morning. I'm still waking up. But, so I've played through a little bit of this game already, unfortunately. So, let me get you ready for the horrors that are about ready to ensue. I don't know what to do about it. Apparently, it's a problem with DirectX 8 that came with the game. I've had other games that run DirectX 8. I think the last SpongeBob game ran DirectX 8. And it did fine. So, I've tried looking into this. I can't fix this problem without, like, downloading external hardware or not hardware, but, like, external software and playing around with settings that are way above me, unfortunately. So, I'm really sorry, guys. This is our lives now. We have to just accept it. But the rest of the game plays fine. SpongeBob and a couple other characters have this glitch, so... But anyways...
What would we do without signs like this?
It's just the creepiest thing.
The Krusty Krab. That sign stands for everything good and pure about Bikini Bottom.
I always loved that when I heard that, because I was like, so, is that the equivalent of me walking to my local McDonald's and being like, this is everything that's good and pure in America? I still don't think this does anything, but I still feel a need to touch it.
I hope no one hears that. That's a great antenna. Maybe one day Mr. Krabs will splurge for a TV to use it with.
I think he technically has a TV, because like in some of the episodes he has this like little dinky, like, kind of looks like those like really like tiny like 10-inch TVs that you just kind of put in a closet for later. But I don't know. Let's just get going then. Alright, disgruntled customer.
Hello, faithful customer.
What do you gotta do to get some service around here?
I'm sorry, sir. Was there a problem with your order?
I haven't even been served yet. What's the big holdup?
Squidward working.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. What did you order again?
A Krabby Patty, and I'm starving.
I'll fix you one right up, mister. Guess who's going to Neptune's Paradise?
That's nice. I just came back from there. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, well then maybe you can help me. I'm trying to find out how to get there. Do you know a way?
Yes? Ask me nicely.
Okay. Could you tell me how to get to Neptune's paradise, please?
Nope,
Why not?
because I'm starving. Fix me a Krabby Patty and maybe I'll tell ya.
Well, I gotta go. Bye. I'd better wash this before giving it to anybody.
Nah.
Whoa, that could put someone's eye out.
Squidward, I love you, but you suck at your job.
Hey there, Squidward, old pal.
What do you want, SpongeBob?
I got named Employee of the Year, and Mr. Krabs gave me tickets to Neptune's Pacific Paradise as a reward. What do you think about that?
SpongeBob, I think you finally lost it.
Hey, Squidward, there's a hungry-looking customer over there. Shouldn't you do something about it?
I have no interest in that.
But I need to get to Neptune's Paradise. Could you please take care of that customer for me?
Look, SpongeBob, I am very busy. Please do not bother me unless it's important.
Oh, tartar sauce!
Nice.
Yuck. Onions give me bad breath.
Okay, I can't really look at anything else, but I love this because... You know what, just turn them all off.
This
Why?
door seems to be locked.
Why, Squidward? Don't look at me like that.
Hello? Mr. Krabs? Are you in there?
20, 21, 24. Arr! Shiver me timbers, boy! You made me lose count!
Thanks again for the tickets, Mr. Krabs. Patrick was so excited, I thought he was gonna throw up.
Hey, great, boy! Why don't you get going now? I need to get down to the bargain mart. I'm having a rummage sale.
Mr. Krabs, do you know how to get to Neptune's paradise?
Army boy, you want me to tie your shoes for you too? I don't know where the place is. Figure it out for yourself. I have to go.
Mr. Krabs, don't you think the Employee of the Year deserves a raise?
Hey, a raise? But speak English, boy.
Ah, oh, Mr. Krabs, you are too funny.
Yeah, well, I'm also too busy. Now leave me be.
I think the Employee of the Year does deserve a raise. That's... Shut up, Squidward. I'm talking. What I think's even funnier about this... So, SpongeBob gets Employee of the Month every single month. Yet, Squidward has worked here the longest, and Mr. Krabs actually particularly likes Squidward better. It's just a weird dynamic, like... It's like, you know, okay, so like in most food businesses, yeah, that's how it should be. There shouldn't be any bias. So I guess it goes to show that Mr. Krabs doesn't necessarily have any bias when it comes to who becomes Employee of the Month. Okay, so you're annoying me now. I'm going in the kitchen. But it's like, it's just kind of funny, because I'm like, you would think that he would have chosen Squidward. But even he admits, like, yeah, Squidward, you suck at your job too. Alright, let's get this plate washed up first. Dear
Strange
Lord.
stuff in here.
Except for I can't get anything from
The
that.
name says it all. I don't want to touch that. What if it drags me up to the surface?
Then let go.
It should be illegal to do that to a sponge.
SpongeBob's just like, my brethren, they have been slain. Anything else?
Ah, running water. Isn't the modern world wonderful?
It's not wrong. kind of reminds me of like those like pajama stand games. Where you just click on random stuff and like random things just pop out. Also guys, how do you feel about this? Yeah, I'm a little disconcerted as well. We also have mustard and ketchup.
Ah, the grill. My canvas. This door seems to be locked.
Squidward.
Hey there, Squidward, old pal.
What do you want, SpongeBob?
Say, the kitchen's looking really clean, isn't it?
Is that what you called me over here for? Is there an order up or something?
Nope. I just like talking to you.
Look, SpongeBob, I am very busy. Please do not bother me unless it's important.
Okay, Squidward. Sorry.
Not sorry. Because I know very well, Squidward, you're not busy. And then guys, just like from the last series, I told you, the developers are secretly, well, they're not, it's not very secret right now, it's very obvious. But they are on the Sandy SpongeBob ship, and they're like, we're gonna let it sail. It's sailing, and we're not gonna get it back. I even love the response when you click this picture.
Sandy cheeks. Looking at her makes me smile.
See? We're just piling up evidence for this whole thing, and this is just gonna be a thing for this.
Mr. Fish's chips. They're usually pretty good, but these have gotten stale.
Then throw them out. Gotta readjust again.
I made that Krabby Patty a few weeks ago. It was so perfect. I couldn't let someone eat it. It's kind of starting to smell now.
Part of me kind of thought about it, and I was like, is this a moment in time, like a couple weeks before the episode with the health inspector? And they made the nasty patty?
Canned snacks for when I get hungry on the job.
But this one's gone stale. Do you just buy more snacks when stuff goes stale? You don't throw it away?
Those are my extra hats. Never know when you might need one. Extra spatulas. Shiny. That is my signed picture of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Aren't they dreamy?
I love how SpongeBob Hound, like, it's just like all over these guys, like some teenage girl with a boy band. And I'm just like, the first thing that came to my head was SpongeBob's into gilfs. He's into them. He's into other races, I guess. No, I'm sorry, not other races. Other species. Other species. He's not even into, like, his own. He's in this other species. Same thing with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. He's in other species. And grandpas.
Those are my extra clothes. Cooking is messy. I can't be seen with a grease spot on my shirt. My trusty mop. One is never lonely if one has a good mop. Squidward. Him and Patrick are my bestest friends ever.
I'm sure everyone has one of these friends in their friend group. The one that they include into their friend group. And yet they don't want to be included. They're like, I just hate all of you. The only reason why I hang out with you is because you meet my needs. Or meet some of the needs. And you do things for me. That is it. Okay. We didn't even fix it with Patty.
Yeah. A Krabby Patty! A Krabby
here we go.
Patty! Here you go, sir. One delicious and slightly nutritious Krabby Patty. Now, can you tell me how to get to Neptune's paradise?
Yes.
Well, how?
There's a bus stop downtown where you can catch a bus to Neptune's paradise every day. Now leave me alone. I'm eating.
Alright, so now we've got a new location. Could just walk off the side of the map, but I'm not gonna do that.
So this is downtown Bikini Bottom.
Oh yeah, and you can go to these doors. I tried all of them. Nobody kept them unlocked. I was very upset.
Hey, Patrick, where'd you get that sweet camera?
I won first place in the annual Bikini Bottom Bikini contest, and this was the prize.
Patrick, you won a bikini contest?
Well, I was the only male contestant, but the judges said I had the most unique figure.
Patrick has a body that can just turn both man, woman, and agendered people on. Gotta include them all.
Hey, Patrick, you wouldn't happen to have any bus tokens, would you?
No, SpongeBob, I don't have any. What are we gonna do?
Don't worry, Patrick. I'll find us a couple somehow.
Great! I'll save our place in line.
Yeah, okay. I'm stumped, Patrick. Do you know where I could find any bus tokens?
Just buy them.
Patrick, you know we don't have any money.
Oh, well,
Where are
then
we
just
going?
go find some buried treasure.
Buried treasure? How am I gonna find buried treasure?
Well, I heard the Flying Dutchman buried some treasure near Goo Lagoon. Maybe you could talk to someone over there.
Well, it sounds like a long shot, but I might as well give it a try.
And we
Hey,
got a new
Patrick.
location.
I like your hat.
Yeah, it's the newest style. I'm keeping it real.
I'll be back, Patrick.
I'll be here.
Alright. Now we go to Goo Lagoon. I also noticed, look, it's Grandma SquarePants' house. We're gonna go see Grandma.
Goo Lagoon. There is nothing like being at the ocean, except being under the ocean.
Alright, and this was about where I stopped. I went into here and saw, I think, most of that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Muscle Beach instead, but not before I do this. Gotta kick this ball into the goal. Oh, no, 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 no! Dang it. What? Dang it. Okay, I guess we're not doing that again. Alright, let's go to Muscle Beach.
Muscle
Anything
Beach.
here
Think that sign is big enough?
for muscly men and women? Hi, Larry.
Hello, Larry.
Hi there, SpongeBob.
What you doing?
I'm working on the biceps. They are the most important muscle group for impressing the ladies. You should try it someday, Skinny Bob SquarePanties.
Skinny Bob SquarePanties.
Say, Larry, are those your beach toys over there?
Yeah, those are mine. Old Shovelly and Mr. Pal.
Do you think I could borrow them?
No way, I love that shovel. And that pail. I'm getting all teary-eyed just thinking about them.
Woohoo! Look over there! A mermaid, and she's looking at you.
Ooh, good thing I haven't fallen off my diet. Where? Hey, there's no mermaid.
Hey, Larry, what can I do to get big and strong like you?
Well, SpongeBob, it's not easy. First of all, you have to wake up each morning at 3 a.m. and go for a 10-mile run.
Okay.
Then you have to do 5 sets of exercises isolating each muscle group. 10 repetitions each. It's gonna hurt.
Piece of cake.
Finally, you gotta stop eating those fatty, crabby patties.
What? That's crazy talk. Forget about it.
See? It takes discipline.
So only like 3 out of the 4 statements were correct. Yes, you should start your day off early if you want to begin a diet. Obviously, you don't necessarily start your day with a 10-mile run, but you should try and get some morning exercise in, you know, start everything up. Exercising, though, that second point that he put in, so you can't isolate muscle groups. That's not how it works. I'm sure many of you already know this fact, but I love how they're telling kids oh yeah, you should isolate. It's no, you can't do that. If you do something like Pilates or running, or even strength exercises, it doesn't matter. There's maybe one group of muscles that it probably works out more than the others, but it targets everything. You'll lose fat and everything from everything. You'll build muscle a little bit everywhere. Don't tell kids lies. Get your facts straight.
No Krabby Patties, huh? Don't you ever get tempted to cheat on that diet?
Nah, the only thing
Yes.
I really miss are Grandma's homemade pies. I sure wish I could eat those.
Well, I better get going. Don't pull a muscle.
Bye, SpongeBob. Try to break a sweat once in a while.
I will say that if any of you are planning on going on a diet, because I currently am on a diet, because when I started my new job, I gained 20 pounds or so. Yeah, fun fact. My job does not let you go hungry, even for 1 second. And that's why I love them and I've stayed with them. But if you're planning on going on a diet, yes, exercise is important. But what's more important is what you're eating and how much of it you're eating. Currently, right now, I'm keeping it strictly to around 1,500 calories. It's a little difficult, but I mean, it's not great, but I can even attest to the fact it's okay, I've eaten junk food my whole life. I can still actually have junk food in my diet, and I still lose weight. The only thing I don't lose is inches on my waist, because that's where a lot of my fat sits. So if you're thinking about going on a diet, or if you're man, I really want to cut down some weight on myself, don't ever think you have to cut out every single fatty food, or you can never go to McDonald's again. It's maybe with your diet you can't, or maybe with your genetics you can't have certain things, but that doesn't mean that you can't have a hamburger once in a while, or maybe have a couple of fries or some chips. Don't think like that. Don't go overboard with the diet.
Look at him go. He's probably preparing for his next movie. I like seeing lots of those. They make me feel safe. To be a lifeguard. That's the good life.
Nice. Can I just
Hey! Get
take
your
this?
hands off old Shovelly and Mr. Pal.
Nope. I
Someone
cannot.
quick,
Can
bring
I?
me the big weights. I'll show you all how it's done.
No, you won't. Alright, let's go back then.
Hi, lady.
Well, hello, laddie.
Why are you standing in the shade? It's a beautiful sunny day.
Well, I have sensitive skin. It's very delicate, but it is a beautiful day indeed.
Wow, you sure do talk funny. Where are you from?
I'm from the English Channel. It's a beautiful place. You'd like it, I'm quite sure. The water is much warmer here in the Pacific, but you know what they say. It's not the heat that gets you, it's the salinity.
Yeah. So, what brings you to Bikini Bottom?
The beautiful beaches, the charming townsfolk, and the legends of buried pirate treasure. I find it all so quaint. But oh, the heat is overwhelming.
I can't tell if this woman. She said English, but I don't recall that. Like, I don't recall that people from England say laddie. I thought that was more of the Irish. Granted, they've both kind of influenced each other over the years, so it wouldn't be surprising to me like that they'd like have some like sort of like lingo swapping, but I'm pretty sure they still have like pretty separate lingo that keeps them pretty distinct.
Did you say buried treasure? What buried treasure?
Why, the Flying Dutchman's buried treasure, of course. Legend has it, the Flying Dutchman buried his most precious treasure on the shores of Goo Lagoon. I suspect it's somewhere along this very beach.
I have a feeling it's a sock. Like, it's keeping true to the whole, like, lore of the Flying Dutchman, and his most precious treasure is a sock.
Where did you say that buried treasure was again?
From what I've been told, I suspect it's somewhere along this very beach.
Well, I guess I should be going. It was nice talking to you. Tally-ho.
Indeed! I thoroughly enjoyed our banter. Ta-ta!
Hey, this isn't a tanning salon. It's a beach. A palm tree underwater. I thought they grew best in arid climes. A palm
It's
tree
fake.
underwater. Go figure.
And fish drowning. Go figure.
Hi!
Right back at you.
Wow, you sure are tan.
Yes, I certainly am. But what else would you expect, man? I own the salon. I must set a good example for all my beach brothers and sisters.
Salon? What salon? Isn't this a beach?
No! Well, yeah, but it's more than just a beach. It's a holistic and organic tanning experience, man. We don't just tan your skin, we tan your soul.
Oh, I'm not so sure I want my soul tanned.
Just looking at you, I can tell you really need to get your soul out into the sun more often. It's very pale and spotty. I think it's breaking out in a rash, man.
I love how he says natural, like, organic tanning. I'm like, I can do that for free in my own yard. Just go out in the sun and bake. And yeah, sure, it's organic, but it's also really bad for you to do that. Don't sit out in the sun for hours and hours, and especially not without, like, sun lotion. It's really bad.
Oh, my soul has a rash?
Yeah, it's all icky. Gross, man. Really gross.
How dare you? How dare you, Ray? Say I'm gross? Just because I have splotches and stuff that I can't help that I was born with? Well, you know what? I don't like your mutton chops things. I think they're
Can I
ugly.
borrow your sunscreen? I don't think it's working for you.
That's because I don't use it anymore. I have reached the limits of natural tanning, the so-called Hamilton horizon. I don't need to block any of the sun's rays. If anything, I need to amplify them.
Amplify the sun! Why don't you just cover yourself in cooking oil?
Say, that's not a bad idea. You think you could get me some? I'll trade you this sunscreen for it.
Deal. Oh well, I'll leave you to your frying.
Thanks, dude. Later.
I will get you that cooking oil. And I will watch you bake. And I will laugh. And laugh. And dance around and scream.
Shouldn't he be listening to smooth jazz?
Or beach tunes. Wait, isn't this from the previous game? of this... This is all songs from the previous game. Okay, so wait, hold on, guys. I think I just heard somebody up. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this video here for right now. If it was a fluke, I'll come back and I'll record more. Alright, so hope to see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.